TV?
No. I just like to read the TV guide. Read the TV guide. Don't need a TV.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
Over 1,600 titles, each for rent at just $2 the first night, and only...
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster!
Give me the power, I beg of you.
Welcome to the Frog Brothers Podcast with your hosts, Justin and Alec.
Hello, and welcome to episode 84 of the Frog Brothers Podcast. Can you believe it? We've made it to 84. Not to mention our bonus content and everything else.
Yeah.
The only reason I like to say 84 so much is because the year of our movie, Ghostbusters, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
So we're celebrating that briefly.
Of course. Well, there's been some news this week.
It's episode 85. I corrected you last week, too.
Pretty sure it is episode 84.
No.
I checked the feed
Go
before
look.
I wrote my notes today,
He
boy.
said 83 last week, and I said it's
No,
84.
he said 82 last time.
And
it
I
was
did 82
83.
twice.
Was it?
Yeah.
So
I was off.
So I changed my notes incorrectly.
You dumb bastard.
That's a fact, Jack.
Now he's wanting to be right so bad he's just going to keep looking instead of doing anything entertaining.
So anyway,
I'm making...
Hey, Hasbro Pulse. Hasbro Pulse Con had a little tease, a little new Ghostbusters Afterlife clip of them powering on the proton pack, and then a cute little, reminded me of like the old school like Nickelodeon, you can't do that on television type thing, where they're like, hey, we shouldn't be showing this, but we're showing it.
yeah.
Tease to October 27th, 2021. What, do we become assholes or something? No. That is the potential day that they announce, put up pricing, information, details on the Ghostbusters Afterlife Haslab Proton Pack. Based on the photos, it looks like this does not include the wand. But time will tell.
What photos have they shown?
There's just one little teaser clip that shows a
child.
A child.
I timed that greatly.
Well, they're
That's
going to
so
need
good.
to make more Spengler ones and release them then,
They might.
because they're getting kind of hard to find at this point.
Who gives a fucking shit?
Just kidding.
They're easy if you know
I
where
have
to
an extra
look.
one already, though.
They're all over the
But I
official
mean,
website.
a lot of places are sold out, and I don't know how long it's going to last.
Well,
A lot of people are still buying them. Like, I see them posting in groups, and they're like, I got this for $70.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
they're getting
it's
them
crazy.
at $70 now.
They're using coupons and shit, and like all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, the third one I got at GameStop for like
Yeah, GameStop
75
had them
picked
like
up.
$70 or $80 all the time.
That's the one I...
But they're sold out. They're not even listing it anymore. And I believe Best Buy is gone now. They were the
Big Bad Toy Store has them. The official website has them, so...
Big Bad Toys. Is it Big Bad Toy Store has them too? Because Entertainment Earth has them all as well. 125 free shipping.
Yeah, but there's still some of them out there. And plus, they'll make those... If they're going to make this pack, they'll probably make that an option. They'll probably include that in pricing. Do you need the wand too, or do you just need the
Yeah,
pack?
you can add it on.
So...
Yeah, it's possible.
Pretty fucking stoked on that, though. There's a lot of people out there that haven't had the time nor money to have access to a full-size pack, and as much hate as so many of the Spirit Proton Pack modders get, it's like, no, they're doing what they can with what they have in a budget, so it'd be nice to see this at a budget that makes it more accessible to other people.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the quality that Spirit itself made, I'd imagine the price point's going to be $350 to $500 possibly. But I don't know how fancy they're going to get, right? There's a number of ways they could do it and make it pretty accessible.
Maybe without a wand, it'll be $350.
Yeah.
We will see.
What else is in the news?
Well, I briefly did see that Black Friday trailer today.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
watched
actually
it, too.
looks pretty good. Bruce Campbell,
And Devon Sawa.
Devon Sawa, right? And we're getting a lot of him. He's back, man.
Yeah.
He's back. He's doing
He's
Chucky and
doing
then now
real
he's doing
stuff,
this.
like some bigger stuff now, like not just indie stuff, which is respectable in its own right. But it's just cool to see him in some of this other, like really cool looking shit, like Chucky, and obviously this movie looks pretty entertaining. And
Spawn's in it, right? The guy that played Spawn.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Spawn. I mean, I know of it, but I've never really watched it.
I know John Leguizamo played one of the villains in that. But
yeah, I know that much too, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's like the one stupid fact I know about
that makes me kind of want to check it out, but...
Yeah. I saw it in theaters when it came out, but I don't remember much about it. So...
Do you want to have a little story time?
Yeah, let's do story time. So, Alec, and some of you, if you're familiar with Reddit, you might question it. Am I the asshole in this one?
No, that's not what this is. This is they're the assholes, and I'm hilarious.
I know, but it's fine. It's fine.
This is like, I feel like an old man after this.
He's 30 years old, and he feels like a 55-year-old married man.
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, I don't have any notes on this. I just wrote down, and I was like looking down, like if I took notes on this, which I didn't. But this is just an event that happened in my life Saturday night. It is Monday night now, as we record this. So I have apartments that I live in. My neighbor moved in about a month ago, and now lives at next door, obviously. And there's nobody living in the apartment.
Oh, they're not above you?
No, they're next to me on that wall.
Jesus.
The people who live above them moved out recently, too, so that apartment is empty. So there's nobody else in this fight with me, because their other wall faces this inside stairwell.
I see.
And it actually is like mine, where there's that bedroom and all that shit, too, so... But they've been having a party with, like, a fuck ton of people, and I don't know how old they are. I heard her say last night, one of them, that we just graduated. And I don't know if that means high school or college, but I would guess high school from the way these people were acting. So I'm like, you know, I'm cool about it. I'm like, whatever, they're having a party. That's fine. For 3 Saturdays in a row, I'm like that. And then this last one, I'm like,
How late, though?
Well,
Like
I'll get to that on this one.
Okay. Right.
1 a.m. was the other ones, at least. 1:32 at the latest were the other ones.
So bar close time. They're like last call.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
But they were also playing the same style of music, and I'm not one to be like, modern music's bad. I like plenty of modern music, but like what sounds like the same beat over and over the whole time.
No, you just hear kind of the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to hear music I like coming from another apartment if I'm not wanting to listen to music.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't fucking matter what it is. It could be your favorite band.
Yeah. So,
fuck you.
I was like, you know what? I might hook up some music. And as I was thinking about hooking up some music to my bass guitar amplifier, that's sitting on the wall, that shares a wall with their living room where they're having the party, because they're starting to also chill on their porch out there and just be loud in general, and I'm assuming drunk, you know, just because of the way they're acting, unless they're just acting that way because they're immature and they're, you know, whatever.
It doesn't matter really.
I've done crazy shit drunk before.
We're not going to say we were never their age and like act like we never did acid.
Maybe we'll tell some of those. I'm sure I've told some of those stories before. Anyway, on the podcast.
I lived in a band house for a while. We were fucking assholes.
Yeah,
but not an apartment. That was a whole house.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I noticed some of them started like there was a confrontation, and some of them started fighting outside. I was legit looking out my blinds right over there and seeing. No, it's not that kind of blinds. The swinging ones. Yeah. But I turned the lights off so they couldn't look in and see me because, you know, I don't want to be seen, like, watching this. So it became this weird thing where I, like, felt like Tom Hanks in The Burbs, kind of.
Yeah.
But also, like, Larry David, like, observing teenagers and just being like, fucking kids. And, so I'm seeing fists swinging. Like, there's actual fighting going on, and they're chasing around to the front here, to, like, in here. So what I do is I go and I flip my porch light on, and they scatter like cockroaches for a minute. And then I hear somebody's out there trying to lure somebody out of the apartment to fight him. You know, and he's like, he said he was going to shoot me. Tell him to come out here and shoot me. That's like one of the things I heard. So I'm like, jeez. So I go and I plug in a microphone to the bass amp. And I get on there. And I'm like, fragile masculinity. And I basically just do that kind of like for about a minute, not very long.
This
before
is like
I got bored of it.
Real life trolling, and then real life trolling, like what you'd say on the internet.
I opened the door there a little bit too. It's a sliding door, so I opened it just like a crack, so they could actually hear the enunciations and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, then they literally started, like there was more fighting going on, and like I said, mention of a gun, so I was like, I'm over it. So I called the Blue Springs Police Department.
Don't they have a cop station here anyway, pretty much?
They have a person. I guess I just revealed where I live. That's not good. But hey, either way, it's a city.
What town you live in?
Yeah. It's dangerous.
Stranger danger.
But either way, then the... I'm sorry, I'm fucking high as balls.
I know. You told the story much better when you were working and you weren't high. As high.
So...
As high.
Where was I?
You call the cops.
Yeah, you called
I called the non-emergency number, to be fair, too, just because I was like, I heard mention of a gun and shit, and there's a bunch of people drinking, and they're being loud, and it's like the 4th Saturday in the row, and I'm kind of over it. And they were like, oh, yeah, we already got a call. The officers are on the way there right now. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm not even the asshole here. And I got off the phone with them, and then I was like, fuck it. I'm fucking going into full, this is my Saturday night. No one else is here. I'm not, I'm not fucking. I'm not doing anything special. So
full Larry David mode at this point.
Yeah,
right?
I opened the fucking door over there enough. I sat on the ground so people couldn't look in and directly see. And Booger sat next to me, and we just chilled. And I smoked a blunt there while I watched the cops. I was like, I hope the cops don't smell this blunt, but because they were like 10 feet from my fucking door, like talking to them. And they're like, yeah, the people who are fighting left and shit. And I was like, no, they didn't. And then they leave.
Did you say that?
You should have whispered that through the window.
No, they didn't. They were hiding in the apartment complex over there, because later, after the cops left, I finally took Booger for another walk, because when they were out there fighting and shit, I was like, I'm not taking Booger out here during this shit. Get these motherfuckers out of here. So after the cops came the first time, little foreshadowing there for you, I didn't contact them again or anything. I don't know why they came the second time, but we'll get there in a second. I was walking Booger, and I saw like the guy who was saying, get that guy out here to fight me. He was over on the other side of the apartment, hiding from when the cops were here. And then I should have been like, he's over here, go get him. They were gone at that point, but so I came back inside, and they started the music back up again.
Jesus.
Just the same as loud, the same beats. And I was like, all right, fuck this. So I grabbed a cable, the equipment that I needed, plugged my phone into the bass amp, which has a pretty nice EQ. It sounds pretty fucking good still. I was having a dance party in here by myself, basically. I left the window, or the door cracked, and the bass amp shares a wall with their apartment. So I went full old man, and I was like, you know what? I think we're going to have a gay dance party in here tonight. So first thing I played was Stacy Q's Two of Hearts. Two of hearts, two hearts that beat as one. And right about the time Goodbye Horses was midway through is when I noticed a couple of them come outside and like look over here and be like, what the fuck's going on in there? But there were no lights on or anything.
Yeah, even better. Just fucking creepy.
But I made it so like when the blind was opening, if they would looking really low, they would have seen like just like this creeping. You know, like like some creepy shit. And yeah, I played lots of stuff. I played Fuck the Pain Away by Peaches. Lots of bassy good shit. The last thing I played was Tear You Apart by She Wants Revenge, because that song's bass is just like... Then they started exiting out, and the party was dying down a little bit, but the music is still going 100%. And they must have stuffed so many people in there, because I watched a lot of people leave, and then the cops came back again. Somebody else must have called for some other reason, or they were checking back or something. They were talking to the cops, and yeah, I'm really fucking high and just lost my place again.
They were talking to the cops as people were leaving.
Yeah, so people are leaving, and then the cops are saying some shit about, you have a lot of fucking people in there. How many people you got in there? You got more friends than I do. And all this weird kind of cop shit. And again, I'm still sitting on the floor over there laughing, just like having a time. At this time, I'm not playing music, obviously, because I noticed the cops were coming. I was like, it'd be fucking hilarious if me playing the music was somebody called the cops on my music and thought it was theirs. That'd be great. That's some real Larry David shit right there. Yes. So, then the cops left again, and they continued playing music. So again, I had a dance party. I played my gay playlist. Oh, the next thing I played, Fuego by Menudo.
Nice. You have some old school jammers on there.
Oh yeah, it's my like really gay playlist. I have playlists for everything. There's a really gay one, basically, is what I call it. It's called Glamour, and the picture of it is a picture of Tim Curry from Rocky Horror, and has a couple Rocky Horror Picture songs on it, but lots of shit like that. So,
I don't like boxing movies.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Then eventually I got tired of it, and they continued playing their music.
And what time is this?
About 2 a.m. at this point. I noticed in my room I could hear their shit, so I put on what I watched was The Perfect Storm, because it's kind of loud and shit the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
But by the time the movie was over, I could still hear their fucking music going. I was like, Jesus Christ.
So like 4 a.m.
Yeah. Like last I looked, it was
cops
like
never came back.
No, I didn't do anything else either because I was like, I'm over it. This is bullshit, you fuckers.
Yeah, you think they would have given out some MIP tickets? Minor in possession.
Yeah, I didn't know if they hid the alcohol well enough or if nobody was doing it out in public. I don't know what the situation was. I don't know if they even tried to card anybody.
They're not minors.
They just assume.
Exactly. I mean, they could have been old enough.
You
but
said they
still.
graduated college. Maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know for sure.
They could have just sat out there and fucking given a DUI to the first fucking person leaving, too.
I'm 30 now, so 18 and 22 look the fucking same. Like, they look...
I'm old! Get off my lawn!
Yeah,
Yep.
It's hard to tell.
It's beautiful. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So
You're a grouchy, crotchety old man now.
You know how badly I can beat you, right?
me to teenagers.
Pretty much. So that's Alex's little rant.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was last Saturday?
No, that was 2 days ago.
Right, so last...
Yeah.
This past Saturday.
So we'll see what happens this Saturday.
Yeah, we will. This is my home. I have to
defend it.
And that's Halloween weekend, so they're gonna be playing the Monster Mash.
Dude, I have a lot gother music I'll play.
No, they're gonna be playing.
I know, but I'm saying I'll play some real goth shit.
They're gonna be having a Halloween party, you know it. They're not gonna
I'll
party.
show up dressed as one of their friends and infiltrate the party and film it.
All you have to do is show up in costume. They won't fucking care. Who do you know? Be like, I know Terry over there. Hey, Terry.
You're right.
Just walk right in.
Oh my god, let's all do that.
Hey, Dean Yeager.
That'd be even better.
Let's infiltrate the party.
I'll be like, I know Ted and Annette. Hey, everybody, this is Ted and Annette.
Oh, it's beautiful. So tonight's feature film.
Well, no.
Well, no.
We got some Six Sad Worlds. So
Oh, fuck. Goddamn, I forgot you had more than one topic.
Oh, was that first?
yeah, that's what we're going to do first. We're going to get this motherfucking thing out the way.
I mean, are all your friends Satanists?
A young Frenchman photographed this flying saucer, or is it? From a
Do you believe in UFOs, astral projections, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography?
We're discussing Satanism and the occult this morning and some of the dangers.
Telekinetic movement, full trance mediums, the Loch Ness Monster, and the theory of Atlantis.
For the purposes of this study, we will focus on the number 666.
Tonight on Six Ed World.
So,
hang on. Before you do that, I got to say something. So Booger's over here looking at his
edging
cock.
himself.
Booger's over here looking at his dick, and Nick looks down like the most jealous man I've ever seen in my life, where he's like, I wish I could do that, because Booger's just casually doing it. He even got so mad at Booger, he like patted him to get him to stop. It's like, don't stop that.
No,
Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt him.
was
Let a man
was
finish.
it a Red Rocket?
At first, it looked like he was licking his belly.
Was he just cleaning it, or was it Red Rocket like?
Yeah, was he putting his lipstick on, or was he just there having a good
I
time?
didn't see any lipstick.
Okay, then he's just cleaning. He's not actually like slurping that thing down. Because if he was, you'd definitely be like, oh, do you work at a makeup counter? Because that is a very
I just
red
had to point
lipstick.
that out because he was like looking very intently and jealous at him, and I was like, well, son of a bitch.
Well,
Maybe Booger's circumcised.
I heard about this thing that's going on recently.
Alec goes to
Facebook
places
groups.
of the internet that we don't dabble in.
Yeah, I never got a chance to really look at what you shared.
Well, here's the thing. There's a thing that people do.
I knew it had something to do with pee.
Yes.
Were you like looking up R. Kelly like jokes and
No,
stuff?
I was listening to a podcast, and they mentioned a different person who joined one of these groups and talked about it. But it was on a YouTube thing, so it's kind of like a trending thing. But I figured we could talk about it because they were talking about how on this podcast that I was listening to, they couldn't get into the groups because they couldn't fool the mods into thinking, I got into every group I applied into.
Well, you have the right mindset.
I know how to fucking fool people. I'm insane. But not as insane as these motherfuckers, I will tell you that.
That was a very good Conan O'Brien impersonation there. Like the
I
mannerisms.
I thought he was doing Joker from Dark Knight.
How? The voice, maybe. I don't know.
The voice reminded me of Conan, too, like in that range.
So, there's some groups, and they're called Urine Therapy. That's the first one.
Not you are in therapy, but urine, as in
Exactly.
So you look like someone who enjoys pee in their mouth.
This isn't about sex.
No, this is about body and wellness.
I said pee
Although, I think I do have a picture of a guy's dong he posted in one of these groups. We'll get there. We'll get there.
You have, as in you saved it.
Yes, because how could you not? I had to show you, because otherwise you wouldn't believe me.
Yeah, they'd be like, there's no way Facebook allowed a dick picture
I also,
to be posted.
he posted it, and I didn't
if it's
like...
health related, I guess you can.
He posted it in Facebook. No, it's in a private group, that's why.
As long as no one reports it?
Yes.
Okay.
Or nobody tries to come in and moderate it, they can do shit like that. But everybody was like, holy shit, do you realize your dick is in this picture? We'll get there.
All right, what's the other group called?
There's 4 of them. I joined 3 of them. The second one's called Urine Therapy, Representatives, and Advanced Therapy or something. And then the other one's called Urine Magic. So...
Is there one like urine denial?
There should be.
No, that's for people that have left the group at the moment.
Let's see here. I mostly took a lot of comments. I forgot to take pictures of the posts about what people are responding to, but people are just asking basic questions. All right.
Let's get into it. Get it. Let's
here's the about. And I'm not going to show pictures of this just because I don't want these people to be bullied and harassed or anything. I just want to make fun of them myself.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
But I'm not calling them out by name or anything. I'll just say this fellow or...
just named off the group.
The groups, exactly. People can go and join them and harass them themselves. But not like harass them because, I mean, it's hard to get into these groups. I'm not saying go harass these people. Don't take that the wrong way.
If you do, tag us.
I was saying...
No, don't fucking
I
tag
didn't
us.
make any posts in here. I am an observer.
Yes.
Only. I took a lot of screenshots, I'll tell you that. And in the group rules, it says... you can't share these things, but I don't give a fuck.
You're going to get kicked out.
Rule breaker. They're not going to find out. Unless I might actually post this episode in there and be like, all right, peace out, bitches, ban me.
You should.
I might.
Urine therapy leaker here. Urine therapy leaker here. See, nobody
Speaking
cares.
of leaking.
Yes.
You're Dickie Leaks.
Urine therapy is all about helping and teaching you about this old remedy called urine therapy. Using your own perfect medicine. Controversial?
No. because
Definitely.
it has no
Does it
basis
work?
in fact.
Better than you could ever imagine. Now, before you think, are these all satire? These groups have over 10,000 posts. I've seen pictures. We're going to talk about these pictures. We're going to get there, because it's fucking real.
You showed me a video the other day. I almost threw up. It was fucking gross.
I have that video saved. We're going to review it again.
I want to see.
It's not as bad as you might. It's people drinking jars of piss, basically.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
No, you did. You did.
I had to see it.
I
Now
still
you
haven't
have to see
watched
it too.
Two Girls, One Cup. So.
Well, it doesn't... It's a jar of pee. Honestly, it could be even lemonade. The bitch could be faking it. You never know. But still.
The concept behind it is disgusting.
You ever watch a porn video and you think it's just normal stuff, and then they start peeing on each, like pissing in the mouth?
I'd rather have them start peeing than pooping,
no
because pee is
warning.
like, all right, whatever. I can at least just close out the video and not be traumatized and start. I can just move on right away. If I see shit come out of nowhere, which has not really happened to me,
there's probably more warning for that, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's yeah.
If it's German, you should be on alert. You must be willing to adhere to our rules, and the number one rule is confidentiality.
You do not talk about urine therapy
outside
of
urine therapy.
It's Fight Club.
Due to the controversial subject matter, we expect new members to respect the privacy of this group and its members. That means you are absolutely forbidden to share any content of this group outside of the group on any social platform.
Forbidden.
Oh, acceptance into our group is contingent on your answer to 3 security questions. Answer them well. We thoroughly check your answers, groups you are involved with, pages you have liked, and your Facebook profile.
The screening sucks, then.
If your security settings are high and we can't check everything, you will not be allowed in. We don't allow just anyone into our group.
You don't want crazies coming in.
So here's an admin posting. Yes, urine therapy is often the only way to get rid of urinary tract infection. By urine therapy, by the way, the simplest term is drinking your urine because it helps you for some reason.
So if you have a urinary tract infection, just drink the urine. And
That's infected.
And it goes away.
Yeah. I mean, that's the trick, but you know what I'm saying. Is the only way to rid of urinary tract infection. It's a reality often when all antibiotics have failed. Urine therapy then does the job. Self-healing like no other. This guy is in Minnesota, by the way. There are no actual negatives to the practice besides deep programming in our own minds.
So how come Kevin Costner filtered it in Waterworld?
Because that's everything that's hard minerals your body has to expose that doesn't go in your shit. But, you know, I'm not...
Kevin Costner should have known that this was magic.
All right. Somebody else commented to him and said, hello, to treat UTI in women, does she have to drink her own urine? And is urine safer for her?
Can it be my
Can
urine?
she use it externally? And if so, how? With what method? Finally, can she drink the urine of her companion? Thank you. Another person said, while drinking fresh urine by nostrils and mouth, most of diseases can be prevented and treated.
Most?
Mm-hmm. Probably not like
COVID?
Anything, but, you know. There are really actually no negatives to the practice urine therapy, besides deep programming in our minds, he says that. Just love what you said, it's so true. You should be talking to a real doctor if you have medical problems, not Facebook groups.
Who said that?
Somebody who also drinks their piss still. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's either that or they're in there just trying to get banned, but either way.
Most real doctors equal licensed drug dealers that help nobody actually heal. Fascinating. Fascinating.
Well, the pharmacist would be
Hot
the
take.
drug dealer.
Hot take.
Yeah.
The doctor just tells you where the drug dealer is.
Now, granted, I will admit that they get kickbacks and things for a certain number of prescriptions and things like that. There's all that kind of bullshit going on in for-profit healthcare.
This woman says, this urine is the most healing medicine ever. It gets rid of cancer tumors. It literally is your body's own medicine. There's a book called Water for Life. You can put it in your eyes, drink it up your nose. It stopped my stomach issues of 30 years, and it stopped my ear from ringing. And in dealing with a tumor in my head, it has not since grown since I've done this practice. The sicker you are, the stronger the urine is. The scent, and once you drink it, it tastes like water after a while. The first drink is the strongest.
Well, it's kind of like beer.
This is like that's the comment right there.
Will it help?
If I have a urinary infection, I take a tampon or a sea sponge, the small one, but my urine on it, and put it up, and it's healed. I'm not a doctor. There is no money in this.
No,
so you're putting
there wouldn't
that
be any
in...
money in drinking.
Holy fuck! I didn't even see this comment, but it's in there. Let me read it to you. We cook exotic dishes with urine, served to our families without them knowing.
Oh, it's like Hannibal.
Hannibal? That's like Fight Club. The urine content of your soup. You're getting sued over it. It's going to fund the club, baby.
I might do that at a dinner party sometime. Invite people.
Here's a meme about it. Not a meme, but you know what people would call a meme these days because it's a picture with text. It says, why put it back in you? Meaning pee. Why would you drink your own pee? You fucking lunatics. SPU hormone. An antibiotic immune system booster. What the fuck? There's a bunch of stuff. The stem cells are in your pee, apparently.
That didn't sound right.
Drink fresh urine by both nostrils many times in a day daily.
Isn't it called stem cells because it comes from your stem?
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay. Pour 1 drop of urine into eyes 3 times in a day and 1 time at nighttime before going to bed for sleep. When we get up at time of morning, then clean eyes with water thoroughly. Okay, I will say that a lot of these people, like there's a lot of them that are in America because I went to the pages. I just wanted to see who the fucker is doing this. Like what countries are they from? There's Swedish people.
It's mostly American.
No.
No? Okay.
There's a lot of like South African. There's a lot of South America. There is a fair amount of Americans too, though. But they're like the fucking weird hillbilly ones.
No.
Like if I showed you the pictures, I think I saved a picture of one of the guys. Maybe. Yeah. I'm showing you, but I'm not going to show the camera.
You mean like people that take horse medicine?
I would love to describe this individual, but we're not calling anybody out like that. So
yeah, we're not. I'm not trying to.
He looks fairly stereotypical.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Does he live in the Ozarks?
Does he have an American flag and an eagle for his cover photo?
What eye condition are you working to reverse? Someone asked. And the original poster said, "I wear glasses. My eyesight is not so good." And the other girl recommended peeing in her eye. Like getting someone to pee in your eye. Here's this video. We'll get the audio if we can.
It does help jellyfish stains, though. What the hell?
I don't want to get claimed.
Yeah.
Drank the whole bottle of pee.
Oh, God.
Do you see that? We don't need to watch it again, but look, there's another one. It's on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
videos of them drinking pee. And here's her post in there, which is a link to her TikTok, which is how I got to there and saved that video because I was like, this is gold. Literally.
Golden shower.
Exactly.
Boom, boom.
Ayo! On a mission to tell the world, this video initially got removed minutes after it was posted on TikTok for fucking good reason. They are going to try to censor us for good reason. We'll just keep on coming.
Huh. Drink your own cum.
Terrible.
Okay. I'm going to go somewhere weird here, just because we're already talking weird stuff.
I do have plenty more.
This pee stuff doesn't actually work.
No.
This is all bullshit, fake news. But they're
You're kidding.
Yeah. No.
It's on
But
Facebook.
now the one thing, they actually do shit transplants to people that have had like.
You should have told me this yesterday because I've been drinking my piss all day.
Fuck. Well, I'm sorry.
That's
No.
why it's so glassy.
If you've had like C. diff or you've been on a lot of antibiotics for like a serious disease, you can kill your healthy gut bacteria. So they've actually found out that transferring someone's shit
into your colon
will actually help you rebuild your healthy bacteria. So that is like legit medically proven. I've read legit articles on that by real.
But you don't eat it.
You don't do it at home either.
No, you don't do it at home
You don't
either,
eat
and
the
it's
poop.
under professional supervision. Yeah, and
You don't put eye drops of your shit in your eyes.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, there's more ways to take it. We'll get there. I have some crazy fucking ways these people are ingesting.
I just wanted to throw that out there because,
Me
like,
neither.
yeah, we're talking how crazy this is, but
Oh my God.
in certain times there's some legit shit out there. But
They're
go.
injecting it?
Yes, they're probably shooting it up like heroin.
Oh no. Drinking it's probably not super dangerous.
No, this is a good post. This is a good
I
one.
mean,
This is a
you
good one.
can
This is a good
drink your urine if you're trying to stop from like dying.
Here.
But
What about when you pee and then your urine, it ends up with the red blood spots? What might be the cause of that? A lot of people would already know what the cause of that is. It may be urine tract infection. Does it hurt to pee? No, it doesn't hurt, but there is kind of this weird feeling at the end. Basically...
Did you love someone who was unclean?
Here, okay, question about urine looping. They call it urine looping, too.
Reuse.
I haven't even gotten to aged urine, buddy.
oh my God, I
Yes.
fucking hate you.
You wait till you see the pictures of these jars.
Was it like scotch?
It ages quicker though. If you have there's people in there who are like, yeah, my guy has like 10-year-old fucking urine saved, and I'm like, oh!
Stop it. Can the world end? Is there a meteor coming?
They
Because
always
I'm
say
ready.
it's hard to identify mentally ill people.
No, it's not really. Just find this Facebook
Just go to
group.
Facebook.
Yeah.
These
And
people
they're
should
like-
all be locked up, away from me,
Call social services if they have children.
on
their
themselves.
Children. Yeah.
These people should be taken away from themselves.
Somebody posted about if I am doing chemotherapy, they said if my friend who has cancer is doing chemotherapy, can they drink their own pee?
Would that be toxic?
Here's your answer. Should have never started chemo in the first place. Too bad she did not discover urine therapy beforehand.
Now you're.
I hate seeing sad stories like
Now
this.
your urine is ruined.
Of course, and the chemo's not working. She's considering risky surgery. Meanwhile, I want to know if she can drink her own piss.
Nobody calls it piss. I'm doing that derogatorily.
Yes.
They find it derogatory, I found, because somebody called it pissed, and they were like, why not call it like miracle liquid or some shit? I found that, and it's in here.
Do they say pee, or do they say urine?
Read somewhere the other day. Look at this guy's face. I have to zoom in.
Oh.
Look at that fucking hillbilly
looks like
motherfucker.
a Santa Claus mall rapist.
Read somewhere the other day that distilled water is as effective as chemotherapy for cancer.
Really?
Read somewhere.
Distilled.
Read somewhere. Not going to name a source or tell you anything.
Not purified or spring.
Yeah. What about distilled urine? Do they distill their urine?
This is a great one for you. 75% of doctors who get cancer refuse chemo. Where does that stat come from? They know that it doesn't work. Chemo is totally useless for 97% of the people treated with it. In fact, most people with cancer die from chemo, not from their cancer. People with cancer who refuse allopathic treatment live around 4 times longer than those who don't. Cancer is actually the body's response to toxins and is itself a form of self-healing. If it is left alone and not treated by allopathic medicine, urine therapy helps the body to heal faster. Someone else said, that is absolutely not true. Cancer is a term for rapidly dividing abnormal cells. It is not self-healing.
It cleanses by
Since I start using urine, I always have a dream about my ex. What does that mean? Someone. He will be back soon. Usually you can dream of an ex and she misses you. All right. Oh, hello guys. Can I get a COVID-19 vaccine while I'm drinking urine?
Well, you shouldn't be getting a vaccine in the first place.
Please change the word in the post. The V word can get this group shut down, my friend. Also, don't take the vaccine unless you're being forced. Scamdemic, someone says. They're drinking their own pee.
That's the plandemic.
Yeah.
Plandemic.
Who's fooled this person into drinking their own pee, and they think it's a scamdemic?
Yet they're on Facebook.
Are you
to
for real?
socialize about it.
Why would you get a COVID shot if you're going to drink your pee? It's the same damn thing, but way freaking better. Better. That's what it's wrong. Let the poison run through your veins and body and do it later. All right, here's a lovely picture of some stored pee with dates.
Oh, and they just have a plastic wrap and rubber band on there?
On those ones. They're like used pickle jars or something.
They didn't even bother getting actual mason jars to seal and properly date. And
creamy natural peanut butter. 2 peanut butter jars with pee in them.
They didn't pee for 4 days?
That is fucking disgusting. It's like tea, like sun tea sized jugs full
like
of urine.
Like the tea jugs with it?
And it's some cloudy urine, too. It ain't like the fucking fresh looking
yes,
like
it's
water.
Aged.
Oh.
Grandma's
listen.
tea.
3 years later, and now people ask me all the time, you still drinking that piss? And I said, you still eating that toxic food? It's the greatest lesson never learned and the greatest story never told. Sun tea jugs work the best for storing aged. You just open the spigot whenever you need some. It's so easy.
Why don't you just drink it every time you pee?
Someone is having an eye problem, and this is the comment. If you can, get swimming goggles and fill them with fresh urine. Bend over and put them on and stand up and blink your eyes in the fresh urine. Works wonders for any eye issues.
Like, so much of this sounds like it's complete snark. I have no idea what to think of this.
No, it's fucking, like, it's scary, isn't it?
It is.
Hey, anyone tried or would anyone advise using urine on underarm eczema dermatitis? I feel quite desperate right now. I cannot use any deodorant. It looks like I am developing intolerance to my usual steroid cream too, which now I may have been using throughout the years for flare-ups. It's not just uncontrolled sweating, but mainly inability to control body odor, which is filling me with a lot of anxiety. And then people are saying, like, I use apple cider vinegar and lemon for deodorant. And you're like, pfft.
I mean, all you're doing is trying to kill the bacteria so it doesn't smell, but whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I'm here.
This person should be reported. Before I tell you this, I'm warning you now. This is some fucked up shit.
Play the warning. Play the warning. We got to play
Some
it.
of what you are about to see and hear is explicit.
Okay, thank you.
A little late.
Better late than never.
No, this is worse. This is the worst thing in the group for sure. This person, this post was about, this is in response to a post about, do I have to drink, does it have to be my pee? Or can it be interchangeable? Can we drink each other's pee? It has personal information in it that is read by the glands in our mouths, so it's better to take your own, as it's a personal vaccine. That's fine. That's just as weird. That's normally weird what I've expected from this group.
Calling it a vaccine, though.
Until Karen, I won't reveal her last name, but a woman named Karen.
Shocker.
Says, but when my daughter used her urine on her cat, the effect was instant and very dramatic.
The cat ran away.
Great. How did she administer it?
Does she fucking legit
Cat had been desexed. Had no idea. That meant a full hysterectomy. Poor kitten was so weak that she didn't have the energy to turn her head to breathe while lying on the beanbag. So my daughter went to the bathroom with a glass and an eyedropper and could have put a couple of drops of her own urine under her kitten's tongue. The effect was instant and dramatic.
The cat fucking moved.
Kitten jumped up.
Yeah,
he tried to get the fish out of the fishbowl. Was truly amazing because it was rinsing itself with real water.
Yeah,
it was like, dear God,
I don't care if there's fish shit in this. Get this piss out of my mouth.
I'm not even. I can't. Part of me can't even laugh. Like I really want this person to be reported to somebody.
Yeah, what else are they doing to that fucking animal?
Report them.
Yeah,
that's animal.
Report them to their local authorities.
When you are bathing, here's more. Because I try to get at like some different things that people, not just drinking piss.
Just pee in your bathwater.
Do you start by a normal bath, then the UT? Bath first and urine last. I don't know others. Yes, shower, rinse, then add aged urine everywhere, body rub, then rinse off in warm water.
It is pretty commonly believed that urine's good for athlete's foot. Or at least to get rid of the itch, maybe?
I don't know. But so is athlete's foot cream.
But that's not ingesting it either. That's
peeing, I don't know.
Peeing on your
I
feet
would
in the
highly
shower.
recommend an antifungal, but you know.
Yeah.
I just rub aged urine all over my body and let it dry for 30 minutes, then take a normal shower. At least this person's showering after the pee.
Does it
but
take 30 minutes to dry?
Yeah, but the problem is they're probably having.
If it's aged, dude, it's probably like syrupy.
Oh, gross! Really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you water it down. It's like making a.
I think we should age some and see what happens.
Well, all right. Every morning, it is my ritual to rinse my eyes, ears, throat. I have a foot bath and use the old urine for my body. Now, you remember I told you a guy posted a picture of his dong, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, gross. That's so fucked up.
His feet are in a bath of old piss right there. Brown pee. And there's his dong. So which...
These people are voting.
Yes.
He lives in, I think,
these people,
another country for sure, but I don't know.
I guarantee you there's some elected officials in this fucking group.
Someone says, what in the uncut weenie world are you thinking? Did you notice that your eggplant is appearing in that picture?
Your eggplant.
Let's see.
I don't know. I've had about enough of this. I don't know if I can take many more. It's just
a week's worth of delicious nutrition for blah blah blah. Oh, there's a picture of one of their profile pictures again, like a mall Santa.
Yeah, that's
the same guy.
It brings a new concept to Bad Santa.
Aging gracefully in a jar, and then this is in a Hardee's cup, fresh from my body, nice and warm.
Do any of these people look healthy?
No.
From what I've seen, no. Unless that Santa guy is like 150 years old, and that would be...
Nothing better than letting it ferment for flavor and nutrition. Anyone else stockpile like me? Might need a friend to help me with all this.
I'm going to ruin your night, Alec, but that looks just like the apple cider in your fridge.
Doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
But the apple cider is not going to poison me.
Yes.
The
apple cider doesn't make your mouth taste like urine when you drink it.
Is that it?
I hope so.
Is anyone left to listen to Donnie Darko review?
Yeah, let's see.
No, people, this is content gold,
like,
baby.
Skip the time code.
You can't say gold when you're talking about piss.
That's why I do it. It's funny. It's a joke.
It's terrible. It's disgusting.
Great. I guess we should move on to Donnie Darko. That's enough piss talk. If you are listening to this and you're from that group, just know...
There's like half the groups.
I'm praying for you. And I don't pray for anybody, but I'm praying for you.
Pray to Joe Pesci.
I don't believe in God, but I will pray to somebody for you. I hope...
A urologist.
Yeah. I'll contact... Jesus Christ.
I can't say what I really think then. If you're going to say you're praying,
we should get on one of those websites where you message like doctors and ask them medical advice and like, what do you think of drinking your own pee?
Jesus, man, I don't know.
And dropping it in your eye.
I might even post this in the group and be like, look at this. These people are talking trash on us to try to entice them to watch it. Is that really asinine? Am I like starting a war between us and the urine people?
That'd be funny.
Oh, you're going to get jars of urine mailed to your house.
They know what town you're in.
That's okay. Come find me. And I'll
They know they know you're in an apartment.
What I will do right now is I'll pee in a couple jars and I'll age it for you. When you get here, I'll splash it on you if you want. You can put some in your eyes. Hell, I'll tell you this right now. I got a big dick. Maybe my piss will make your dick bigger. Or maybe I have a small dick, and maybe it'll make yours smaller. You know? There's lots of possibilities. I mean, fuck, who knows what else piss can do, if it can do all this.
I don't know. And why aren't they drinking dog piss or cat piss? Wouldn't that be healthy if they wanted to become a werewolf?
Dog pee is full of calories, so that's probably the answer. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's obviously a Blink-182 reference. Sort of. Anyway.
Deep cuts there for everybody.
Going to,
something less...
Yeah, we having fun or what?
Trimming. I don't know if I'm having fun after that. Like, I just got the heebie-jeebies and my stomach feels upset.
You know what I just watched? Me pulling a can off some moron's fist? Return of the Jedi.
Did you see Alien? When that creature was in that guy's stomach?
Oh my god! You ever seen that really old movie? Empire Strikes Back? Jesus, Tony.
Welcome to Retro Release Reviews.
Donnie Darko.
The year is 2001.
In the year 2001. The year 2001. Donnie Darko will come out in theaters. Yeah, that's all I got on it.
I was going to say we kind of ran out of that.
What month was this released?
Like January, I think.
Yeah, the beginning of the year.
So they did
early. January 24th, maybe. See if that's right.
They got ahead of 9/11. That's good.
Yes, but there's also lots of weird plane imagery in this, so it's fascinating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
They actually did, from the director's cut to the theatrical to the director's cut. Pretty sure they changed the intro, like text and stuff, to look not as Arabic and stuff.
Oh yeah, with
I did not watch the director's cut last night.
I didn't either. I think I like the theatrical better. I only know a couple differences. A lot of them are music cues and stuff like that too. Like the theatrical has a much better opening music cue. So,
yeah, January 19th.
Let's talk about some of this cast because I know there's some things in here that you guys may not have noticed that I've noticed.
Okay. Well, let's start with the most very obvious.
Jake Gyllenhaal
and Maggie Gyllenhaal. The fact that they actually cast siblings in here works.
He got the role and recommended her is what happened.
Yeah, and obviously I believe their dad's a director.
I think.
Really? Richard Kelly.
Their mom is played by Mary McDonnell. Do you recognize her?
Oh yeah, what else is she in? She's
She looks very. Oh.
She's in Independence Day, motherfucker.
Oh, is the president's wife? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Which is funny because there's another actor who's in Independence Day, James Duvall, who plays Frank, is Russell's son.
Yes. Okay, I knew that face.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's in SLC Punk as John the Mod.
Fuck, he is, isn't he?
Yeah. He's in some Greg Araki films as well, like.
Oh, she's the president in the Battlestar Galactica reboot.
Yeah,
that's what she looks familiar to me.
Swayze, Rogen, Barrymore, all with some roles. Barrymore also helped get the movie made. Her production company, like Flower Films or something.
She's in Scream 4.
Also, Beth Grant as Mrs. Farmer. She's in Child's Play 2 as the teacher. She's in Speed as one of the people on the bus. She's in Tu Wong Fu.
You talking about the conservative lady?
Yes. Little Miss Sunshine, No Country for Old Men, Flatliners, City Slickers 2, Extract. Like, she has a fucking resume.
Yeah,
she was in an episode of The Office. I remember.
Great at playing an angry asshole.
A Karen, a super Karen.
There's like 20 extra minutes in the director's cut, but we all, like I said, we watch the theatrical, so that's mostly what we're going to talk about. I have a couple differences, but
I haven't watched director's cut since like 2009, I think.
I do love how the movie opens up with the like credits and stuff, and you just hear the thunder rumbling, but there's no storm when the movie opens up. There's some clouds and stuff like that, so it could be stormy weather, but the score there is just like, I love the score in this movie in general, done by Michael Andrews.
The score is great, and then the music cues are pretty good too. I mean, it's very iconic.
I have lots of them on playlists. That's where I discovered some of these songs back in the day. And
Echo and the Bunnymen.
Exactly. I used to cover that at shows too. Killing Moon was pretty cool. So he wakes up confused, kind of. And
in the middle of the fucking street.
Yeah. It's a very interesting... I like all the camera work and stuff. And
it looks like his bike wrecked or something, right?
Oh, it's just... He, like, dropped it and laid that down, probably. But he's at a very interesting location, which later comes back into being important. So he basically, Echo and the Bunnyman, the Killing Moon kicks in and gets on his bike, and it's just like, all right, I'm going home.
And then you see like all the suburban stuff going on at his house, like the whole morning routine.
I love how the dad Leaf blows the daughter.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I love that.
Fucking total dad move right there.
Sister's on the trampoline. His mom's reading It by Stephen King.
I love that.
Just all the touches in this are pretty great about that stuff.
Yeah, the family's really likable.
Yeah, he goes straight to the fridge, and nobody's acknowledging him, so you're getting the kind of thing the vibe that this obviously happens.
Yeah.
All the time kind of thing. Where is Donnie written on the whiteboard on the fridge? Because they're just like, all right, I guess he's gone again. Fuck
Clearly they know he sleepwalks and just fucking disappears, so.
They cut to the dinner scene.
Yeah, that's a pretty good dinner scene,
always
too.
Great. There's so many fucking quotes in this movie. It's so quotable.
Well, they're talking politics, too. Which
I'm voting for Dukakis.
Yeah.
He's running against
later on
George
on
Bush
the
and shit.
fridge board it says vote
vote Dukakis when he goes to get the beer. Yeah.
And he's later watching like a rerun of a debate between Dukakis and
like,
George. Go get him, George.
Yeah.
You tell him, George, or whatever he says. It's fucking ridiculous. My favorite line from that whole thing is, when can I squeeze one out? Not until 8th grade.
Yeah. That's a fucking classic. And then, why don't you go suck a fuck? How exactly does one suck a fuck?
You're such a fuck ass. And then she says, you can go suck a fuck.
Yeah.
But I love it when the daughter says, what's a fuck ass, later at the end of that scene. And the dad has to hold back his laughter.
Yeah.
Which he does later again a couple times, too.
When they leave the principal's office.
That family feels like very real and natural, which is why all those scenes work so well.
Yeah. After dinner, like Donnie's reading in his bedroom, and the mom goes in to talk to him. It's like, so where do you go at night and shit? And he's like, I don't fucking know. And she's like, did you TP the Johnson's house? And he's like,
I haven't rolled a house since the 6th grade, Mom.
Yeah. She goes outside because he's just like, leave me alone. And then as soon as she closes the door, he's like, bitch.
Yeah.
She goes and is like, my son just called me a bitch. You're not a bitch.
You're bitching.
But you're not a bitch. Yeah, Donnie's taking his meds. You kind of see that. He's medicated and stuff. You can see that the dad regularly gets up, like they show him get up and go watch the TV in the middle of the night here. So he's going and doing that.
Was there anything to watch in the middle of the night in the 80s?
I'm sure there was, like, it's the late 80s, so it was transitioning towards probably.
Cable
This is 88, October, so.
Upper middle class, so yeah, they probably clearly had cable TV in the house.
There were at least a few cable channels probably still running for sure, because I know in the early 80s maybe it's more like Poltergeist is a good example of showing how TV channels ended.
Yeah.
That's when Donnie's awoken by Frank.
Woke.
He's woke. He's transgender Donnie. I know.
What the fuck are you doing in the middle of the road?
He's like, I've been watching you, with the creepy voice and shit. I like the voiceover.
Yeah,
like,
it's good.
Good stuff for Frank. It's simple, but it works. And he tells him 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end. That stuff's always cool. It's like, I always feel like this movie's reminds me of like David Lynch combined with John Hughes.
Yeah, it's very much got those vibes to it, right?
Elizabeth comes home, and then you kind of get that huge crash sound. And her freaking out and everything. And Donnie wakes up on the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of his other dad's friends who's briefly in the movie. He's like not in a bunch. And Patrick Swayze's character, Jim Cunningham.
Yeah, they're out there and they're like, they make a joke about it. Like, yeah.
Maybe he was sleep golfing.
Yeah. I wrote that same quote down too because it's like such a dad thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes home, rides his bike back, and then like there's all the emergency crews outside of the house, and then you see the engine being lifted from the room.
The FAA's there and shit.
Yeah, like we don't know how this got here, and they bring the family inside and kind of cover that. Like we have no fucking idea where this engine came from.
Yeah, and Booger, you can't be over here.
So then we see that the FAA or home insurance or whatever puts them up in a hotel.
Yeah, no, I was going to say right before that, though, they zoom in on the engine thing of the plane, and you see the swirl on it, which is not on planes. That's not a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just weird. Just a weird thing that's in there. Very Batman Returns vibes from that.
So
that's
jumping
a
back
great
into the
scene
scene where they go to the hotel.
Yeah, that scene where they go to the hotel.
Where they go to the hotel. No, actually, we had a little technical difficulty, so we're jumping back in it.
So that's where they have the cool little story. The mom and dad are on the bed, and I always never really understood what they were saying here, but I had the captions on, so I wrote it down. He says, Frankie Fiedler, remember him? High school. He says it's like really slow and dramatically, but it's like really muffled, so you can't hear it too well. On his way to the prom, he died. They said he was doomed. He could have said the same thing about Donnie. That's a cool little interaction in there.
And it's the name Frankie again too, so it's like it kind of has some other things that get you thinking.
Donnie and his friends and sister and Sharita are at the bus stop, and he's like, "Now that you're famous, you gotta have a smoke." And then so Donnie gets a smoke from one of his friends. He says to his sister, "What happens if you tell mom and dad about this? You'll put Aereo in the garbage disposal." Goddamn right I will.
Takes a fucking hit and drag off the cigarette. I was going to say takes a hit, but it's not a blunt, so.
Right. They say, like, go back to China and bitch and shit. They're making fun of Sharita, and he's kind of just like, just leave her alone, you know?
Yeah.
And you get the whole head over heels needle drop from Tears for Fears. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I never find out.
We didn't do that last time.
Till I'm head over heels.
We're creating a tangent universe. We didn't do this last time.
Good, then maybe I can fucking die already.
I hate to break it to you, but you die at the end of every story.
Fucking on the long enough timeline, everybody's survival rate is 0.
Yes.
What's that from?
Fight Club.
That's right.
So you see all the people introduced kind of in that little montage. Seth with his mullet, Miss Farmer, Gretchen, Ricky. They're doing coke as the principal walks by and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Cunningham, the teachers, Miss Pomeroy, and Mr. Monatoff, and you see Sparkle Motion. You see, you get a little, everybody in school and all the characters. So
yeah,
cool.
A little kind of a breakdown of what you're going to see later.
They're talking about Graham Greene's The Destructors in Miss Pomeroy's class, and Booger is barking outside because he's like, fuck this shit, let me in there. I want to unplug those goddamn cables.
Yeah, I'm going to shut this off. Shut this all off.
That's Booger.
If I make them re-record, they'll never leave.
Booger's last name is Peck.
Booger Peck.
So basically, Donnie understands the story when nobody else in the class does. He understands that it's ironic. And he says they say it right in the story. You know, they just want to see what happens when they tear the world apart because destruction is a form of creation. Fascinating. Gretchen comes in and they have that whole sit next to whoever you think is the cutest, which is a little cringy.
Yeah, it's very cringy, but it doesn't seem like her character would do it. That's very off-putting from what you expect from her.
An awkward
usually.
First day.
Yeah. But that's some shit you probably would have seen in the 80s and prior to see.
But you do want to sit next to the person you think's the cutest. So
true.
That's why I'm in the middle, bitches.
Obviously, she sits next to Donnie and stuff, and then we cut to Donnie and Dad in the car, and they almost run over Grandma Death and shit. She whispers in his ear, which you can hear this whisper. She says, every living creature on Earth dies alone. She says it really quietly, but there's no closed caption for it when she says it. But there is later when he reveals what she says. But they don't reveal. It's kind of like hidden what she whispers to him. But you can still hear it like it's actually there, so it's cool.
Yep, and that's Roberta Sparrow, a.k.a.
Grandma Death. And at Dr. Thurman, she's talking about, I made a new friend, real or imaginary? Imaginary. He's talking about Frank, basically.
Yeah.
How I had to follow him, and he said the world is coming to an end. So we're introducing all these different things that Donnie does and goes through in his life, and all these different plot points that are going to take him to where he eventually needs to go. Because as we talked about before, we're not going to get into the whole thing again, in as much depth because I just
we
can't
had a
do it
really
with my brain.
great discussion originally.
About the tangent universe from Donnie Darko and how the primary universe exists and the tangent universe exists as what we're watching in the movie. So that's what all the characters are.
The entire
and all their
timeline of the tangent universe is trying to collapse it back into the primary.
Everything that happens in this universe is only substantial and relevant to lead Donnie back into crushing the universe, basically.
And self-sacrificing.
Pretty much. Like fucking Jesus, because there's a lot of Jesus imagery in this. A lot of people think that's kind of his whole thing, but I think it's just coincidental, and it's maybe a little hinted at on purpose, but not anything crazy. It's not like they're saying he's Jesus or anything.
Well, it's interesting they're using all the Christian imagery while they're showing time travel and science here, so it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition of like...
Talking about how the nun left the thing and wrote a time travel book too, you know.
Yeah, so there's some interesting stuff in there, like what you take from it can vary widely depending on your personal beliefs. So.
You have Miss Farmer's class the first time, and they kind of just established it with the Love and Fear videos and the Patrick Swayze video of him going... Love, fear, and the kid telling about how I'm not afraid anymore, about pissing the bed and shit.
Yeah, and it just sounds like a Macaulay Culkin ripoff. I said I'm not afraid.
Exactly, and then cue the furnace.
Exactly, that'd have been way better in there. Superimpose it.
That's where Donnie is woken up by Frank, and he goes and floods the school. Which is interesting. Gets school cut so that he can have that connection with Gretchen. Mm-hmm. Again, everything is...
And very intentional by design.
Yeah. By somebody.
Yes.
Which is the God Machine.
Which we
Deus Ex Machina, which is basically the writer of the movie.
Yes, but obviously...
No, that's meta.
What? But in this case, it's basically Frank within the movie that's... trying to set this timeline back on track.
They like to call him the manipulated dead because basically he's trying to manipulate Donnie into killing himself so he can live almost. It's kind of fucked up.
It is.
But it corrects the universe.
It's much more interesting when you have all the backstory and kind of understand this whole timeline, though, based on what you're seeing. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where you get Seth Rogen going, I like your boobs.
Yeah, my note there was just like Seth Rogen likes boobs, and you're like, well, who doesn't? So
they have a whole thing, and they decide basically that they're going to go together.
You want to go together?
Where? That whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty.
He's back at Dr. Thurman's doing the hypnotizing, and I'm just going to read some of this off because I love what they talk about. She says, "You still think about girls a lot, Donnie?" Yeah. How are things at school? I think about girls a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you about school. I think about fucking a lot at school. What else do you think about at school? Married with children. I love just like the quick ass wit response of that.
Yeah.
Do you think about your family? I just turn down the volume and think about fucking Christina Applegate. And she's like, I asked you about your family. And he's like, no, I don't think about fucking my family. That's gross. And then he started to almost basically try to masturbate at this point. So she was like, stop.
Yeah, like unbuckles his pants and starts putting his hands in there. And then she claps and brings him back to life. And
then he's hanging out on the couch with in the field with his friends, talking about the Smurfs and shit, that whole conversation. Beer and pussy, that's all I need. And you can tell this guy's never had any pussy.
Yeah, never had a girlfriend. Yeah, probably hasn't had much actual rear beer.
He's had a beer or two, probably, but, just ones he stole from his dad like he did later.
Yeah.
Some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
We got to find ourselves a Smurfette. Not Vanity, though. I heard he was a homosexual. That whole shit.
Yeah.
You know what Papa Smurf does? You know what he does? He films the thing and beats off to the tape later.
Yeah.
And
then Donnie's got to come in swinging.
Yeah, he's like basically says, Papa Smurf didn't even create Smurfette. Gargamel made her and sent her in as a spy, but the overwhelming good of the Smurf way of life transformed her. Mm-hmm. And as for the whole gangbang scenario, it just couldn't happen. They don't even have reproductive organs under those little white pants. They're asexual. That's what's so illogical about being a Smurf. What's the point of living if you don't have a dick?
It's very to the point.
And that's funny.
It's a very teenager talk, too, so...
Yeah, but that's one of those things that reiterates Donnie's intelligence there. Like, he's able to break things down just like he's able to break down
But he's still a horny as fuck teenager, too. And
Yes,
he's like, I can't imagine living without a dick.
Yeah, he's very smart, but he's also fucking dealing with hormones.
He hasn't even gotten any pussy yet, and he's still like, nah,
Yeah.
I don't want to live without a dick.
He just cleans the gun a lot.
And they observe Grandma Death checking the mail and all that. I like the line at the end of that scene, someone ought to write that bitch.
Yeah.
You get the PTA meeting with Miss Farmer kind of attacking the books that are being taught and stuff, and you get Johnny kind of experiencing the barrier between him and Frank, and he's like, I can do anything I want, and so can you. Then we go to the infamous Miss Farmer's class scene with the fear and love spectrum character dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't get this. Life isn't that simple. Who cares what Ling Ling does with the wallet? Has nothing to do with your fear or love. And she's like, fear and love are the deepest of human emotions. And he's like, okay, but you're not listening to what I'm saying.
It sounds like Don Knotts.
Well, there's a way.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Oh, please.
The brochure didn't say anything about ostriches.
Exactly. And that's sad that's the first place my mind goes, because I can't
For
think
Don
of...
Knotts.
Yeah.
Something about Andy.
Mr. Furley?
No, Andy in the...
Twin Peaks?
No.
Yeah.
Chucky?
The Andy Griffith Show.
Oh.
Mayberry.
Are you going to finish that speech?
Yeah. I tried. You just can't lump it together and all that shit. And then she's like, if you don't complete the assignment, you'll get a
zero
for the day. Yeah. And he's like, and then it cuts to the principal's office, and he's like, Donald, let me preface this by saying your Iowa test scores are intimidating. Now, let's go over this. What did you say to Miss Farmer? And she is standing in the background now. It reels kind of like pans over to her. I think it zooms out.
Yeah, because they don't show her in the shop before.
Yeah. I'll tell you what he said. He told me to forcibly insert the life card exercise into my anus.
Yeah, and she's so dramatic. It's a great delivery on her because she's so fucking hateable. It's a perfect performance.
You get the dad laughing too, trying not to...
We've all known someone like her too.
Yes. Then you get Donnie starting to ask Monotov about time travel and stuff. There's a Stephen Hawking book, and tells her about Roberta Sparrow leaving the church, becoming a science teacher, writing the philosophy of time travel. So he introduces him to that, gives him the book. Then he's back at Dr. Thurman's. He's talking about Roberta Sparrow with her. He's talking about what she said to him before: every living creature on Earth dies alone. And she's like, do you feel alone now? And he's like, I like to believe I'm not, but I've never seen any proof. I just don't debate anymore. It's absurd. And she's like, the search for God is absurd? He's like, it is if everyone dies alone. Does that scare you? And he's like, I don't want to be alone. And I just really like that scene and what it's kind of showing within his mind there.
Yeah, it really gets... It's really dark.
Booger, is it okay, my friend? He wants in the room, but he can't come in right now.
It disconnects things.
Donnie's watching football, but he's also kind of like sleeping. And he sees this is where you get the chest spear sequence, and he sees like his dad's, his sister's, and then his. He laughs. He kind of follows it around the house and follows it up to his parents' bedroom, and he finds it leads him to the gun, which again, everything is happening to lead him to this spot.
That's also when you see his dad find the vote Dukakis on the fridge sign. That
Dukakis.
Dukakis, yeah. Dukakis, whatever. Gold jacket, green jacket.
Dr. Thurman meets with his parents and basically explains, yeah, your son's a fucking schizophrenic paranoid, or at least he's displaying signs of that. Inability to cope with the threatening forces around him, and daylight hallucinations and shit. Meanwhile, Donnie's grabbing a knife and trying to stab Frank in the bathroom.
Yeah, through the mirror, which is pretty wild.
And then you have the assembly. With
yes,
the whole,
fear
his
assembly.
name is Frank, and I love the music that plays during this too, like builds it up, and you have the whole, my sister eats too much, and how do I decide what I want to be when I grow up, and, you know, how do I learn how to fight? And Jim Cunningham gives his borderline, you know,
you're
his
letting
boring
fear
ass
control
responses.
your heart.
Yeah.
See, you've got the wrong idea.
And Donnie comes up and he's like, how much are they paying you? And he's just like what? Like, I'm a little off put.
Yeah,
he's like, that's some of the worst advice I've ever heard. He's like, if you want your sister to lose weight, tell her to stop eating Twinkies, get off the couch, and maybe go out for field hockey. You know, nobody knows what they want to be when they grow up.
Take some time.
If you're sick of the kid shoving your head in the toilet, maybe lift some weights, take a karate class, and the next time he does it, you kick him in the balls.
The balls.
That part's pretty fucking dope. And then he's like, you know, I think you're a pretty troubled and confused young man. He's like, you know, you're right. I'm pretty troubled and I'm pretty confused and I'm afraid. Really, I'm really afraid. But I think you're the fucking Antichrist.
Yeah, which is pretty profound because he's not
that.
like denying any of that, but he's basically like, fuck you still.
And then we kind of cut to Donnie ranting to Gretchen, and she's like, are you okay? And he's like, all right, yeah, but I've also been seeing some stuff, and it's described in these books, which, that's interesting. I'd be like, did you read the book first, or... Because, you know, if you're a paranoid schizophrenic...
Yeah, did this get implanted into your mind, and you've seen it now, or what?
Yeah. Are you convincing yourself that you saw it and then read the book when you did it the other way? Because you never know with fucking the way it is. They go see Evil Dead at the theater, which fucking rules.
It's awesome, but Gretchen falls asleep basically immediately.
Yeah, immediately. If you know anything about Evil Dead in the movie, it's when the bench is slamming against the cabin is when she's already asleep, like
she's
gone.
out cold. But I mean, they also kind of imply that she's emotionally worn out from everything else going on in her personal life.
She must have sat down and been like, all right.
Felt safe with Donnie and just zonked out.
I'm trying to make it ridiculous, and you're giving her too much benefit here, without a doubt. Why do you wear that stupid bunny suit? He says to Frank, as Frank appears on the other side of Gretchen. Why do you wear that stupid man suit? Everybody really likes that line. It's like one of the more cheesy quoted things from this.
Yeah, it is.
It's like you may as well fucking... People who say that probably say it while they're wearing a Jared Leto Joker t-shirt and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Or their furry costume.
Right, that too. He tells him to take it off, and you see James Duvall under there, who's got a really fucked up eye. And he says, I'm so sorry.
I ain't there.
Which he's apologizing basically for killing Gretchen. At that point. Wow. Yeah. Fascinating.
You wouldn't know that the first time.
While she's asleep.
Why do they call you Frank? It was the name of my father's father and his father before me and all, you know, whatever, that fucking whole thing.
Yeah.
And he says, when will this stop? And he's like, well, you know, about that. Watch the screen. I want to show you something. And he tells him to, it's Jim Cummingham's house, and he's like, burned to the ground, he tells him. So he leaves the theater, leaves Gretchen asleep in the theater, and goes and burns this motherfucker's house down while the talent show's happening, and everybody's at the school, distracted by Sparkle Motion and No, Notorious. Actually, I really don't like that song very much by Duran Duran. There's lots of better ones for me. So
yeah, they could have done.
Duran, yeah.
Everyone just likes a sample of that. That's at the front of the, obviously, Notorious B.I.G. song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
then you get Pomeroy's been fired and has the cellar door written up there.
Cellar door.
Shotgun to Donnie about how it's the most beautiful combination of words in the English language, which again, this is all just shit that's leading to Donnie to where he needs to go.
Yeah, but we also find out about the porn dungeon then. Porn Dungeon Publishing House.
Specifically.
By Jim Cunningham. So when he burned down that house,
well,
they
that's
basically...
not revealed yet.
Oh, is that right after the cellar door bit?
The cellar door bit happens, and then he talks to Sharita, tells her it's going to be okay. You see that she has his name written on there, and then he starts wearing her earmuffs. Then he goes to the therapist, and it's that night. Wait. No, I skipped past that. You're right. I was like, oh, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
but they definitely have the Kitty porn dungeon thing, and Kitty asks Rose to take the kids to the
She basically
LA.
guilts her into it. She's like, I have a feeling you're not committed to Sparkle Motion. You just want to fucking stab that bitch in the throat on the front porch.
I seriously doubt your commitment to Sparkle Motion. These are burned into my head.
Yeah.
I get quotes so accurately right burned into my head. I don't understand. It's so weird when somebody like quotes it just like one word wrong, and I'm like, I don't know, because I've watched them so many times on some shit. I think I've just watched it a ton more than you. That's all.
Well, and it helps your anxiety too. That's why people watch things that they're very familiar with over and over. So.
Yeah. This is one that you can watch over and over and be like, what the fuck's happening?
Well, there's still
tear it apart.
This has high replay value for learning again.
He tells his therapist, I have the power to build a time machine. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Frank appears in there, and he kind of has like a mental breakdown. We're all fucking yawning and tired and shit. Tells her the sky's going to open up, and she's like, all right, well, that's pretty fucked up. If the sky does open up, you're dead. It's just you and your memories. It's pretty interesting shit. And then they decide to have a party because Elizabeth gets into Harvard. We have Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart play here. I love that. Gretchen shows up and it's like, my mom's gone. And then they fuck. And
But they don't.
They don't. It doesn't show them fuck in the theatrical cut, but it is implied, especially if you've seen the director's cut, you know that they fuck because they start taking their clothes off in another scene that's not in this version.
Maybe they dry hump.
They fucked.
Either way, and then Rose also calls and leaves a voicemail saying she'll be home tomorrow at 8:30 the next morning. So that really kind of explains a lot based on the timing of the next day.
Under the Milky Way by the church is playing when they come downstairs from fucking. And Donnie's like smiling. He's like, yeah, I just got my dick wet, basically. I'm about to go die. This is cool.
Obviously, what I wrote down, I referred to as the time worm, but we see Frank was here, went to get beer.
He calls it the spear, is why I call it a spear.
Oh, okay.
It's like a spear from your chest, he says.
Yeah. So then they head to the Grandma Death's house, right? Because he starts fucking panicking.
They see the cellar door. Obviously, cellar door. So they go into the cellar. And they start dicking around a little bit, and they get fucking caught by Ricky and Seth, who are already there trying to rob the place. They get held by knife point and fucking dragged out of there. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing there? They think they're there to bust him and shit. And this is where Donnie gets some weird shit. He says the do ex machina or whatever. The God machine.
De ex machina.
Yeah. I don't know how to fucking say Latin and shit. So.
Is that pig Latin?
No. Yeah, that's where all my notes about that were. Johnny ends up saying that, and then shortly after, Frank runs over fucking Gretchen. And then Frank gets out, and one of his buddies is dressed as a clown. He's like, what did you do, Frank? You killed her. And then everybody else runs away, and Donnie fucking shoots Frank in the fucking face. But it doesn't show it. But it's implied that that's what causes his eye wound.
And then he tells that other guy to run.
Yeah, then he tells him to run, yeah. And then he basically drags her fucking body home to his house, and then gets the car keys, his parents' car, whatever the car, his sister's car, I don't know what it is, but steals it, takes her body up to where he woke up at the beginning of the movie at the mountain, watches the plane jet engine do its thing and get caught in the fucking portal, and then you see briefly the engine traveling through the portal, the spear.
Yeah, it's a really cool scene because like you see this like space tornado kind of open up, and then you see everything else with it. It's
I like the graphics.
Really,
it reminds me of Ghostbusters and stuff.
See, I read a breakdown of the movie, and they say that Donnie creates the portal.
I think that's what's happening.
And telekinesis to rip the engine off.
Yes, I think so.
But I didn't know how clear the movie makes that.
It doesn't necessarily.
I know at one point they say that he can do anything or whatever, so I guess that's the indication.
But ultimately, he makes that decision to close the gap there and end this. And I guess in Marvel terms, it would be the variant timeline, but
the tangent universe is what they like to call it.
So the tangent universe piece here, right? So this is how
in a way
that
the kids can understand.
It collapses in upon itself. You see that happen because it's all reversed or whatever.
Then you get back to the
primary universe where Donnie is laying and chilling and laughing in bed and then just dies.
As one does. I often lay in bed and laugh.
Again, this is something, I don't know if Donnie is like aware of what's happening. Like if he is awake.
I think so.
Well,
because he has memories of the tangent universe.
So.
Well, the other
because that wouldn't make sense.
But he's kind of controlling it and caused it, and so maybe he is.
It's a movie, so
the other bit that's interesting here, though, is Dr. Thurman also has a sense of dread and panic when they show her at the end too.
But I think all those people that they're showing are. It's not necessarily. I don't necessarily think those people are in the primary. I can't quite tell.
I think so. Okay. It feels like they're having deja vu. They kind of sense it and kind of remember vaguely.
Yeah, because it does reverse. So maybe it's correcting. It's not even necessarily that they're existing at the same time, but it's just that it's spewed off into where it's not supposed to. And it's one of those things you can't really say for sure.
Then Gretchen waves at the mom.
But it is tangent. So.
But the other interesting piece too is on the airplane. You do see that it's Rose and
Sam.
Yeah, Samantha Darko that are in that plane that gets ripped apart because you see them. But it basically implies everyone in this tangent universe dies at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So this restores the timeline back to the primary. So it's very interesting stuff.
Yeah, they have that whole discussion that's in the director's cut about the rabbits, that are having this same sort of thing happen. They're like, one of them sees the end of the world coming, and he tells all the other rabbits,
the sky is falling.
And they're discussing this book in class, and Donnie's like, well, I don't even care one way. She's like, what do you think? Do you think the other rabbits believed him when they told him about the end of the world? And he's like, I just don't care. Because they're rabbits. Fuck them. All rabbits do is they're cute and they're horny. And when you're cute and you're horny, he's talking about a whole thing about rabbits. And he's basically explaining, she's like, we are the rabbits, Donnie. That the tangent universe is, we're supposed to see them as basically rabbits. And he's explaining what rabbits are to us. It's a whole weird thing. Fascinating, though.
The other interesting piece I liked at the end was that you see Frank has all these rabbit paintings, and you see the rabbit mask prototype that you assume he's making there. It's not completed yet, so it's very interesting to see that.
And everybody's obsessed with the cover of Mad World here. But I much prefer the Tears for Fears version. Not gonna lie, I like Tears for Fears. So except that one song. Everybody wants to hate this song. I fucking hate that song.
Oh, it's a great song.
It's the worst. It's their worst song.
And then Gretchen rides up on her bike.
It's like All the Small Things by Blink-182. I fucking want to shoot people when I hear it.
Yeah, I fucking hate that song. I always skip it when it comes on anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gretchen rides up on her bike, and she starts talking to the little boy next door, and, hey, what happened? Guy across the street died, basically.
Yeah. Neighbor got crushed by a jet, basically. Or whatever he says.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. So, you kind of see that, the universe is restored, she survived, and obviously Donnie has sacrificed himself. So,
yeah,
it's pretty wild and entertaining.
But that's Donnie Darko. Let us know your thoughts on Donnie Darko. If you have any theories about anything or what you think of this movie.
Yeah, what'd you take from the time travel stuff? And Alec had to fit a burp in because it wouldn't be right if he didn't.
Right.
Please drink some urine and watch this film.
Don't drink the urine, but watch the video, comment, and like.
Like and subscribe. Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Frog Brothers Podcast. We'd greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. And if you're listening on the audio feed on Spotify or Apple or Twitch or wherever you listen, tell your friends and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/thefrogbros. Hit us up on Instagram at Frog Bros Podcast, on Twitter at bros_frog, on TikTok at Frog Bros Podcast, and follow us on Facebook. Join our Facebook group Frog Bros Video by searching just that, Frog Bros Video. Hit request to join and you'll be approved. We have shirts available. The link is in our Instagram bio and below in the description. And you can find stickers on Etsy at Frog Bros, all one word. Additionally, if you'd like to give us a call and leave a voicemail soon, our Patreon will be live and we'll be posting monthly responses and reactions to the voicemails. Dial 816-832-5388.